Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out, trying to get the shoe.
Nike finally delivers Caitlin Clark PE. Is this the first Caitlin Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA? I know she's made a cameo here, she's made a cameo there, she was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there, but is this our first official Caitlin Clark solo commercial?
Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe didn't just sell out, it disappeared, vanished, gone in under a minute, like a ghost on a sneakerhead's wish list. Twitter lit up with frustration and awe. Videos emerged of fans lining up around the block at Dick's Sporting Goods locations, camping overnight like it was a Yeezy drop or Black Friday. Nike? They may have finally scored a cultural touchdown, but the path they took to get here was one of the biggest PR fumbles in recent brand memory. And no one's feeling it more than A'ja Wilson. For years, Nike showered Wilson with love. Custom logos, Celtic flourishes to honor her family, Grandma's wisdom stitched into the soles. Malia Obama even directed one of her ad campaigns. And yet, with all that marketing muscle, Wilson's shoes sit cold on shelves, while Caitlin Clark's debut, Kobe collab, sparks digital riots. It's the definition of irony. Nike bet the house on a polished product, but forgot to back the undeniable phenomenon staring them in the face.
Caitlin, and was thought to be a colorway made just for her up until just a couple days ago, where Nike's official images of the shoes got leaked and the announcement was made saying that everyone will now have a chance to wear.
Well, I don't think I'd be in the wrong to say Caitlin Clark's Kobe is the sneaker of the week, and everyone's focus is mostly on this one. If you really wanted that shoe, I hope you put your footwork in, because there's supposedly only 13,000 pairs of sneakers out tomorrow. Combine that with a really high resale value, I expect this shoe to be a relatively difficult comp. But my hope seriously is that with Caitlin Clark's sneaker coming out, that this sets a precedent and we might see other exclusive player edition Kobe's drop for the public.
These things is some fire. I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there is fire, and these things is hitting so hard. And who got a bot? Who a shoe plug? Because I need 2 pairs. I need one for the sneaker wall, and I need one for my feet, because these things is hitting right here, and no, I don't want to pay $600 on Go.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Caitlin Clark is a generational star, and Nike treated her like an afterthought. She made cameos in ads, sure. She got shoutouts during rollouts, but she never got center stage until now. And the moment they finally gave her the spotlight, their website buckled like a folding chair under a stampede. It was carnage. A commercial dropped, featuring Clark in a surreal moment where her eyes transform into the Kobe logo, a nod to greatness passing the torch. Then boom, 13,000 pairs of her PEs were vaporized in seconds. Contrast that with A'ja Wilson's sneakers, which Nike launched with fanfare, press kits, and a months-long campaign. Despite all the noise, stock remains. Resale value, lukewarm. Online buzz, tepid. You can practically see the tumbleweeds rolling across her product pages. Meanwhile, Clark, with no signature line, no custom logo, and no frills, just sold out the most hyped basketball drop of the month. Let's be honest, it wasn't a drop, it was a cultural event. And that has people talking. Former Nike execs are even speaking up. Jordan Rogers, a former head of Nike basketball marketing, roasted his ex-employer for letting their cash cow almost slip away. "Congrats, you clowns," he said in a tweet that went viral. Nike's stock, already floundering near 5-year lows, probably didn't enjoy watching Clark's power become a case study in missed opportunity. While Wilson's team curated content and orchestrated a slow burn, Clark's mere existence was generating spontaneous wildfires. Let's talk business. Caitlin Clark generated an estimated $82 million in economic impact for Iowa during her final NCAA season. One player, one state, one absolutely massive cultural impact. Wilson's achievements are impressive. MVPs, championships, Olympic gold.
I lost all respect for A'ja Wilson. I don't want to hear her opinions. I don't care what she has to say from this point on. When you keep a Nike deal 2 years 2 years in secret while you were spewing all that crazy stuff about Caitlin Clark in the Time magazine. Read it. Read what she said in the Time magazine. Yet you had a Nike deal the whole entire time.
So it's finally here. Caitlin Clark sneakers from Nike is finally dropping. She was signed to them last year, and the sneakers is a year late in my opinion, but nonetheless I'm excited because these sneakers is finally coming out. But what does annoy me a little bit is that this is a collaboration with Kobe. Now Kobe, respect to Kobe, the legend, rest in peace, great basketball player, but in my opinion Caitlin Clark is a big enough star and she's creating her own legacy. So I feel like, at least for her first sneaker, it shouldn't be a collaboration with any other player, dead or alive, in my opinion. I feel like Caitlin should have, for her first shoe, had her own original design just for her.
But in terms of influence, Clark's shadow is long and growing by the day. She's not just a star, she's the sun. So yes, Clark's Kobe PEs are hot. Resellers are already flipping them for $350 to $600. But this moment is bigger than resale prices. It's about market truth. Nike's fantasy of elevating Wilson into their next big icon never matched the energy the public gave to Clark naturally. While Wilson curated, Clark connected. While Wilson performed, Clark inspired. And the drama didn't stay in boardrooms and social media threads. It got personal. Wilson's recent comments in Time magazine, paired with revelations that she had been secretly holding a Nike deal for 2 years, struck fans and commentators alike as disingenuous. Critics called out the hypocrisy. How can you complain about being overlooked while sitting on a brand deal that was, until recently, kept in the dark? Clark's supporters were quick to jump to her defense, calling out what they saw as an orchestrated smear campaign that played the race card instead of acknowledging the plain reality. Clark earned her spotlight. And yet, despite all this chaos, Clark has said little. She just keeps playing, keeps winning, keeps moving product faster than bots can refresh. While others grumble about recognition, she builds her legacy in real time. This isn't about privilege. This isn't about corporate bias. This is about resonance. You either have it or you don't. And Clark clearly does. What makes this story especially wild is how easily Nike could have owned this narrative from day one. They had Clark under contract. They had the footage. They had the stats. Instead, they slow-played her like an unsure poker hand while the rest of the world screamed all in. It's baffling, it's embarrassing, and it nearly cost them the future of women's basketball merch. This moment, this Clark-Kobe collab, isn't just a hit, it's a pivot, a seismic shift. It tells the story of a brand finally waking up to reality. It tells young athletes and fans that authenticity trumps spin. That greatness doesn't need a storyboard, it just needs a stage. And now that Clark has hers, she's running away with it. Meanwhile, Wilson's campaign feels like a rerun. Glitzy, yes. Marketable, maybe. But memorable? Barely. Her supporters claim she's underappreciated. But numbers don't lie. Influence isn't granted, it's earned. And right now, Clark is cashing checks while setting records. Nike's late arrival to the Clark party doesn't change the fact that she's the guest of honor. It just means they'll have to hustle harder to catch up. Because Clark isn't slowing down. She's not interested in politics or pity. She's here to hoop, to lead, and to sell out every sneaker drop without breaking a sweat. So if you're wondering what the future of women's basketball looks like, it's a sold-out sneaker, a broken Nike server, and a player who doesn't have to say a word to move the world. Caitlin Clark didn't ask for the crown. She just showed up, outshined the competition, and left Nike, and all of us, with no choice but to take notice. If you support Caitlin, drop a baby goat in the comments. Like, subscribe, and keep your eyes on the court. Because this is only the beginning.